Hi, my name's Andrew McKinney. I'm head of bass here at Bass Guitar X, part of Tech Music Schools in London. Just going to talk briefly about your plucking hand technique, which in my case is the right hand. So there's a lot of different ways you can play the bass, different techniques you can use, but the most common way, and what I would advise a beginner to start off with, is to use two fingers on your plucking hand. So when you play the string, let's play the E string, which is the one furthest away from the floor. Play sort of long strokes through the string, try and make a good sound with that. And it's quite a good idea to find somewhere to anchor your thumb to start with. So I would suggest to put that on the pickup. On a jazz bass or bass with two pickups, use the front pickup. That's a good place to start. Put your thumb there, and then, like I said, play through the string. Nice firm strokes. Now, as you move onto the different strings, what you'll find a problem is just trying to get one note to sound cleanly. So you'll find, especially if you move up to the G string, there's a danger that the other strings can start to ring on, and they'll really muddy up your sound. So getting that control is quite hard to start with. And what I would advise people is to use the thumb and move the thumb onto the other strings. Now, there's various ways you can damp notes. You can use your left hand to a certain extent, but your thumb's there, so you might as well do something with it, and it can be quite useful way of approaching things. So let's say we're playing the G string, which is the one closest to the floor. What I would do there is put my thumb, rest my thumb actually on the A string. So there's a string in between the one I'm playing and the one I'm resting my thumb on. So that will control the other strings. Now, as you play the G string, play all the way through the string so that each stroke ends up on the string underneath it, in this case the D string. So play through there nice and firmly and end up on the D string. So that's controlling that string. My thumb's resting on the A string, which is controlling that one, and also actually it's angled slightly so it's covering the E string. So basically I'm playing the G string and all the other strings are accounted for. They're all down, so that would be a really good way of controlling that sound. Now, as you move on to the D string, I would bring my thumb back and I'll be playing through onto the A string. My thumb's resting on the E string like this, and then when I play the A string, I'll probably move my thumb onto the pickup there. So I'm playing onto the E string and then keep the thumb where it is on the E string. So I'll try and practice that movement so that becomes automatic. Now, obviously, if I'm flying about a lot and jumping and crossing strings, my thumb won't be moving religiously there, but it's quite a good way to practice so that you have got that movement and that becomes part of your technique. So no matter how advanced you are, really, it's always worth going back and addressing these issues, because especially the way we pluck the strings, that's the start of the sound. So you can put your bass through all sorts of expensive equipment and effects and amplifiers and whatever, but the most important thing is the start of the sound, which is the way you pluck the string. And if you're controlling all the other strings nicely, you'll get a really clear sound. Then at any volume, you'll have a real presence to your sound, and it won't be muddied up by any strings ringing on or so. So and if you're just starting out and looking for a way of doing things and some advice, that's a good place to start. So that's it. Some plucking hand technique ideas. Thanks.